Oh my god. Hello everyone!
Hiya.
I am here again with Tom today, and as you can see by the title of this video, I am starting a new little series on this channel, Chicken Nuggets and Chats.
Buzzing. Basically
just an excuse for me to eat chicken nuggets and call it my job. As you can see, we are dressed today in some beautiful hoodies.
His and hers.
Yeah, this is actually my merch, so if you would like one of these, it's got a little rain cloud, little flower on, because no rain, no flowers. Then I will leave a link in the description down below and you can go and pick one up. Little plug done, let's get eating. So basically the premise of this series is that me and a guest, feel free to leave your suggestions of who you'd like to see featured in the series down below. We'll have a share box of McNuggets and have a chat. We're gonna answer some questions, talk about some topics, just a nice little chatty video really.
Have a good old time.
Have a good old time, have some good old nugs. Oh, they look so beautiful. I'm so excited about this.
This is bliss. This is heaven on earth.
We also went a little bit extra and got some cheese bites because Tom hasn't tried them yet, have you?
It's going to be a first time review.
First impressions. Okay, so the first question is, this is quite a topic we talk about a lot obviously, but where do you want to live in the future? You doing north?
Sadly, I've been told no.
We are not doing north, we're doing south. Which
will work in the future for both of us because I want to be working in London anyway.
So basically,
I personally think the north is better because houses are cheaper, everything's cheaper up north. It makes more sense for anyone to move up north, for me.
It does, yeah, I agree on that.
Obviously you want to be close to family, which I can completely understand. Obviously I'm close to family as well, but
it's a different kind of close. Like, I have to be physically close with my family.
Yeah.
Whereas you're not really like that. Like, you're close with them, but
yeah,
you can FaceTime them and you're content with that.
Yeah, for me it can be a simple quick call or a text. How are you doing? Yep, fine.
Yeah, but I'm not like that. I definitely need to be around my family. Like, I'm a very...
home girl.
I am, yeah, so I don't think for that reason I could live up north. Other than that, I think everything else makes sense for us to live up north, but we just won't because of that one factor. But you do want to work in London as well, so...
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
I've already finished 2 nuggets, you're behind. Do you have a long-term plan? Like, do you know when you want kids and when you're getting married, or are you just going with the flow? Obviously, we've talked about stuff because I feel like you can't really have a relationship and not talk about the future.
Yeah, I think you should establish what you both want to begin with, because let's say we got together and you obviously really want kids, and then I was like, nah, sorry, I'm not a family now.
Yeah.
That would really upset you, but for me, I think it's good to establish that straight away.
I think we've kind of both established that we want to get married young, haven't we? Like, fairly young. We have different ages that we want to get married, but we'll probably try and like meet in the middle a bit.
Yeah. Well, I guess the big, issue with that, not issue, but is the fact that I'm obviously just about to go to uni, obviously late. I'll be essentially 22 when I start. It's pushed back quite a bit because if I stayed at uni the first time round, then I would have just graduated, so we could sort of move on to me getting a job and everything would probably be a bit quicker. But because I want to have a degree and then get established in a career and everything, then that sort of pushes it back a bit.
Yeah, I don't know, we're just kind of going to go with the flow, aren't we? Sorry, we've had to put a light on because it's getting really dark because it's raining.
Technical difficulties.
You've got to try this rich tomato. No, don't have it yet, wait.
Can I not try one?
No, you've got to try it with the sauce.
Neat.
No, you've got to try it with the sauce.
I want it vanilla. That smells like a right good Italian sauce.
Don't it taste like bolognese sauce? You can't dip a nugget in that dip was for the cheese bites. It's so nice, isn't it? You like it?
I do, but I want to try a vanilla plain one of them basically. But that's nice. I'd try a nugget with that, that's nice.
I feel like I'm breaking the rules. The next question is, are there any YouTubers you watch together? I think our favourite is the Mitchellacks.
Yeah, definitely.
Whenever we're together, we catch up on them, don't we? Like,
it's just nice to see a YouTube channel that does things so professionally. I'm not saying that you and other people don't.
I know what you mean. Like, it's definitely more your style.
It's filmed like a documentary, honestly.
It's so artistic, and we would love to be able to make videos like that one day, wouldn't we?
Yeah, it's really one of those channels that you kind of just want to rewind and watch the video again because it's just done that well.
And if you don't know who we're talking about, I'll leave a link in the description down below and you can go and have a look because we love watching them.
Would highly recommend that channel.
I would too. The next question is, if you two were in school together, do you think you would have been a couple/friends? So if we're talking like when we were in sixth form, I don't know, it's so difficult because I feel like we wouldn't have been in the same friendship group, but I think in lessons, if we were sat next to each other, we would have got on. But I think as friends, I don't know if we would have been a couple. Well, I know we wouldn't have because I never wanted to be in a couple when I was in school or in high school or
But you didn't know me then, though? you wouldn't have been able to resist.
Yeah, but I think no, I think I would have been like, no, I don't want anything. So I don't think we would be together, but only because of me. Like, I think our personalities would have gone together well, but I just know that I was so against like. Okay, the next question is, what is your favourite snack food?
We tend to always have squashies in the house.
Yeah. But when we had that bag of sour cream and pretzels, we got through like that whole bag in about a couple of hours. You did. It's one of my favourite snacks.
I only saw half of it.
So basically we like any snacks and we eat too much is what we have concluded from that. Okay, so the next question, if you are not like familiar with me and Tom, I live in Essex, he lives in Leeds. It's about a 4.5 hour journey to each other. So we are a long distance relationship. Obviously Tom's at my house at the minute, so right now it's not very long distance. So we're going to answer some questions about being a long distance relationship, because I feel like we get quite a lot of questions about this. So the most asked question is, what's the hardest thing about being in a long distance relationship?
I don't know, there's quite a lot of it that's quite difficult.
By the way, sorry if you can hear the rain.
I think the hardest thing is you just feel like you just need to give someone a hug, or just to be like, just being able to just go like that, or to be able, just being able to touch the person is something that you really do miss, and you can't replace that with anything. I mean, yeah, you do miss talking to each other, miss hearing each other's voice, but you know, you can just pick up your phone, FaceTime or ring or whatever. Again, it's not the same, but there's days when we do get quite down about the whole long distance thing. You can really tell when it's getting like that, because we get a little bit
like aggravated.
Imagine an elastic band just about to snap, but it doesn't snap because
this is like, we always try and plan the next time we're going to see each other in advance, because then it gives you something to look forward to. But if that time is quite far away, so if it's like three or 4 weeks away,
I think when it goes just over 2.5 weeks, then it's
we start to get a bit like
ratty.
Well, I do anyway. I start to get annoyed at him because he's not here. And I know that sounds really stupid and it's hard to explain, but like if you're having a sad day or you just want some company, like if I'm home alone quite a lot, I'll be like, oh, I wish Tom was here.
Yeah, picky is the great way to describe it, because it can be, I'm quite a big thing with reading things the wrong way, so if I read something the wrong way, it's like snaps and it annoys me.
That's another thing that's quite difficult, because we're long distance. Most of the time our conversations are over text, and obviously it's quite hard to like determine the tone sometimes of a text, so one of us can take it wrong.
As well.
But you know that like if we were together and one of us said that in a conversation, we wouldn't even like discuss it. You're not a fan of this?
No, I keep going for it, it's really irritating me.
That's not the biggest issue. The biggest thing is like not having someone there. Do you know what I envy so much is couples who literally live around the corner from each other, because if they're feeling sad, you can just pick up the phone and they'll be around in 5 minutes. For us, it's like, I feel sad now, but I'll see Tom in 2 weeks' time, and that's just not the same. I think that's the most difficult thing for me anyway. I think we deal with it pretty well though.
Yeah, we do.
There's nothing we can do about it. Like we've got at least another 3 or 4 years of being long distance, because you're going to uni obviously. So I don't know. We're just gonna have to see like how things go and stuff. But obviously we're going to try and see each other. We do try and see each other as much as possible. And
I think we're going to try and lengthen the time we spend with each other.
And then people also ask us what is the best thing about being long distance. I think that's quite a hard question to answer, but I feel like we kind of have touched upon it. Is that in the beginning it's not a really intense relationship. It's kind of like, it's just nice, like you've got a little person there like in your life, but then as it gets more serious and as the relationship progresses more, you see each other more. Yeah, I think one of the best things is that it's not like full on in the beginning. I don't know, it's just nice, but
it's obviously our relationship's completely different as well, because when we got together I wasn't very well, so it's difficult to gauge how our relationship isn't normal.
No, yeah, I think it's important to say that like our long distance relationship is completely different to other long distance relationships, although I feel like they're all different in their own way. But also I think another really good thing I like about being long distance is, no, hear me out. When I go to Tom's house in Leeds, it's like I leave my life here behind. Like I'm always up to date on work when I get on the train, so I don't have any work to do at Tom's house. It's like a little holiday, like a little break. And then obviously I've made friends with your friends, so I've got a whole nother friendship group like in Leeds. I'm discovering the area of Leeds more. I can go out and about in the town and stuff. There's just a lot to do in Leeds, and I like that I'm kind of leaving my life behind to come and live this like imaginary life. And I know it won't be like that forever, but yeah, I like that aspect of it. Okay, Betsy says, what's the best way to chat to someone you think you might fancy?
Just go for it, honestly. Life is too short. I know a lot of people say that, but it is. Just bite the bullet go for it.
That's what Tom did.
What's the worst thing that can happen? They can say no, be yourself, and if they don't like you for who you are, then that's their loss, not yours. You might have found them attractive, you might like the personality, but if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be.
Life goes on, you'll find someone else, it's fine. What are your favourite things about each other?
How long have you got? I think, again, referring to my illness, the fact that Hannah essentially put her life on hold for me when she probably had a queue of about 50 guys that wanted to be in a relationship with her.
Yeah, that was the case.
Out of all the people that she could have been with, in a sense, she chose to be with me, and obviously the situation was different. I just think that it's just such a selfless thing to do for anyone, man. But for someone that you don't know, to just think, do you know what, this person needs me, and then it develop into what it did, I think that's just something that's really special, and I will never forget.
I'm an angel. My favourite thing about Tom, it sounds like such a cliche answer, but he is really thoughtful. I mean, we've been going out for almost a year now, and
nearly done it.
Yeah, we're nearly there, we can make it. Even still now, like, I'll get a random bunch of flowers or something like that. Like, it's just the little things, and he'll like make notes in his phone about things I say and to remember it, or he'll plan little days out, little surprises. I don't know, just it really is the little things that count, and yeah, that's probably one of my favourite things. It still feels really exciting even after a year. Kayla says, if both of you could only live with one thing that you had to share, what would it be? I was literally just gonna hold the box up. What would you choose to share with me?
My life.
Aww. That was a good answer. I think we'll leave it at that one. Okay, I like this next question. How does Tom feel about your relationship being public online and the fact that you're a YouTuber? I've never actually asked you this. How do you feel about it?
I like that you're not a daily vlogger, because people who daily vlog to the point where it's literally a camera all the time, constantly. So we're just about to eat chicken nuggets. We've just eaten chicken nuggets. I think when it's getting to that point, that would really irritate me. But if you were vlogging and it was just like fun parts of the day, I'd be fine.
I actually feel like we don't have our relationship online really at all, other than posting like the odd Instagram picture. There's so much like that's just not online, don't you think?
It's nice to be able to just limit what you put on. Well, you're not one of those YouTubers that are expected to put your entire day online, whereas I feel some people have that expectation about them where if they don't post, people are like, where does that vlog then?
I feel like I have two different parts of my life. So I have like Fab Han and then I have Hannah, and I feel like Tom is more in the Hannah category. Well, kind of only in the Hannah category. Like, it feels weird if I bring it into videos still.
Does it?
At the minute, a little bit, yeah. I don't know, it's just like,
I love it.
It's a different part of my life, so I don't feel like we really live our relationship online. Obviously people know that we're a couple and stuff, but they don't know the ins and outs of our relationship or anything like that, so. No. And we haven't really shared that much. Like, we've talked about our situation and how we met and what the first few months were like in hospital and stuff, but no one really knows the extent of it. Like,
yeah, in reality, no one has a clue. Not offensively, but no one does, you know.
Yeah, no one knows like
what we've been through or how I've been or anything, so I like that that's on the side.
Different, yeah.
Like, it's like looking through the keyhole instead of looking through the entire door. You can't see everything, but you can get like you can get what we want you to see.
That was a good way to describe it.
Right.
And also, what do you think about me being a YouTuber? Not that really you have much choice.
No, you know, it doesn't bother me. I think it's quite a cool job because it's relatively new. I always did think though that YouTubers and people that were online were in a different category of people. Like, I didn't imagine that a YouTuber would go out with a normie, aka me.
I know that when we first like got together, Tom asked so many questions about YouTube, like it genuinely was an interest to you.
Oh yeah.
So
still is now. I mean, every time that you say you're doing a video or you need ideas, I love thinking of them, I love going through it. You never use any ideas, but
I do.
I actually quite like it.
It means that I'm at home all the time. I'm not like working a 9-to-5 job, so I can always text you.
Yeah.
Okay, the next question is, what are you guys most looking forward to about your future? I'm really excited to decorate.
Yeah, because
not gonna lie,
I think we're both quite good at that. We both have good
I feel like we have like different styles of taste in decorating, but I feel like they complement each other quite well. Like, you're quite traditional and I'm quite modern, so we have like a modern house with little traditional bits in.
Yeah.
And then the final question for today, now that we've got barely any chicken nuggets left, is if you guys wanted to have a destination wedding, where would you go?
You can go first.
First of all, I wouldn't want a destination wedding. As I've said, I'm a very family person, so I want all of my family there. But if I did have a destination wedding, I would choose somewhere with white sand, very blue sea, like white curtains, you know, like just pretty stuff. But I wouldn't want that. I'd rather have it in the UK in like a country style wedding. I wouldn't want to have it by the sea in this country, no way, because the weather would just be miserable. I'd want like I don't think I'd want a barn, but I'd want like an outside area. Yeah,
well, for me, I'd want, again, I'm not the person who'd go for a destination wedding, because I also think, what's the point? And it's quite selfish to say to everyone, oh yeah, we're having a holiday in Spain, can everyone come along? Because then everyone's got to pay for a flight, holiday, and everything. I just think that's really selfish.
I don't like the idea that if your friends want to go on holiday, like most people only really have one holiday a year. If they have to use that holiday up on your wedding, I just would feel guilty about doing that personally. Obviously, I'm not like against destination weddings. I think it's amazing, but I personally would rather have it in the UK.
Yeah, I would as well, yeah. Nice countryside with, I would personally like it in the church. Nice grand
church. Oh yeah, I'd like to get married in a church, definitely.
Top hat, tailcoat.
Walking down the aisle.
With little gloves on as well.
My dress behind me.
People going...
Yeah. So anyway, that brings us to the end of Chicken Nuggets and Chats. I hope you liked this first episode. Let me know in the comments down below who else you would like me to do this with. I've got some people in mind, some other YouTubers I want to do it with. So yeah, let me know your suggestions and I will make sure I give them a text. Thank you to Tom for being my first guest.
Thank you for having me. It's been an absolute pleasure.
That's alright. Thanks for letting me eat the most chicken nuggets.
As always.
But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Remember to subscribe down below and you can hit the little bell so that you get a little ding when I upload a video. But for now, thanks for watching. Have a lovely day / week / life. Yeah. That's become a bit of a motto actually, but I kind of like it. Anyway, I'm rambling. Bye!
Bye!